What's up, YouTube? Welcome to more trades. This is going to be a quick update on Ethereum. As we've seen the past few days, we had an extension. We were overextended in the Bollinger Bands, and whenever we're overextended on the Bollinger Bands, especially on the daily, we would expect at least one more day of a follow through, or maybe two. Then we could get a rejection, a pullback that could take us down probably to the middle of the Bollinger Band, where we have this level of support, 1801. Or even this level that I have at 1811 for Ethereum. However, if we are able to hold the value area high here on the fixed range volume profile, as you know, these are kind of like levels of support and resistance, as most of the trades were done on these levels, then we could go fly out of this insufficiency. We could go as high as the 2,500 range. I'll show you that in a minute. On the weekly chart, we have some levels that could give us liquidity if we go up there. You see this level, this candle was a big sell-off candle on the weekly, and we could go up there 2,523 for Ethereum. And if we can't reclaim that, then on the daily we even have higher levels of liquidity. We could go up to the 3,526, all the way as high as here where we sold off last. However, let's not just get ahead of ourselves. We need to really hold this support at the value area high and take it level for level. So if we can get support over here, and obviously if we can pump above the 2031 where we sold off hardly the last time, then we could see some good support over here and start holding over here on a daily or 4-hourly, a higher time frame. Then you would see Ethereum essentially pumping higher. But if we can't get above the 2031 for now, short term, it's looking good, but we need to hold the value area high, because if we lose the value area high, then you could easily come down to the 1,568, the POC, or even the January 2020 range value area high. I took the range of January 2020, took the value fixed range volume profile, and the range value area high was at 1406, and the January 2020 POC was at 1230. You could see these levels do mean something. Ethereum struggles at them and has to break them with large volume. Now, January 2020, we had two demand wicks over here, one, and the second one down here. We had one at around 1040 and the other one at around 913. And both of them gave us a reaction. Now, if we do come lower, as I was expecting to have Ethereum below 800, we came all the way to 880. If you were watching my videos before we got here, I was saying sub 800, we're going to get there, but we got to 880 and we bounced off. I was looking at this as the next level, January 2020 lows at around 712 for Ethereum. Now, this move up for Ethereum, whether you're an Elliott wave, Elliottian or whatever, you'd look at it and just put a retracement over here and say essentially we don't want to go below the 1257 for Ethereum, because it will invalidate your presumed you had from the lows over here to the highs. You retraced below the 0.786, wicked and came up. You came up, you failed again, you came down, and then you continued higher. That could say that you had a 1-2, and now you're putting in a smaller 1-2 for the big third wave. So you had another 1-2. So your second 1-2 needs to hold the 1,257 in order to go higher. If Ethereum is in a 1-2 setup, how high could it go? I'll show you some bullish targets, but remember the lower levels that we have at around 712. We could go even lower than 712 if it fails, but these levels that I told you it needs to hold, if it holds and doesn't break them and start opening and closing candles below, Ethereum can come easily to the 1-to-1 extension for the wave 3, or even the 1.618 for the wave 3. What does that mean? That means if we come up here and start pulling back, it might be a 4 coming down and a 5th wave up. This would be so bullish for Ethereum. We could have something like this, but that all depends if we're going to hold these lows. As it's looking weak this weekend, we don't have much volume because the Euro stock markets and the London stock markets, if we come all the way here for Ethereum, we could have a pullback to here, then continue in a 5th wave up to those levels of 3.5 where we sold off the last time, where I told you 3526. So you need to be careful about that. MACD, on Ethereum is in the green. However, it's not looking very strong, and now the weekend is coming in, so less volume. So maybe some big money will try to sell off on the weekend. Let's look at the market. You could see on the daily, MACD's trying to cross down. Look at that, very weak MACD. Not what you like. You like to see this, but once you start having this, it's topping off, and you could have a cross down. The blue crosses the orange, and that's bad. On the weekly time frame, you're still bullish. Kind of, you're flatting out, and you look like you want to continue higher. As for EMAs on the weekly time frame, do I have anything to share on the EMAs above us? On the weekly, we have the 55 EMA coming in at 1752, and that is below us. So that's your strong support, 1752. All right, that's my update for Ethereum. If you liked it, please hit the likes and subscribe to the channel. And if you really like it, you could join the free Discord and even support the channel through the link in the channel description and in the video description. More trades. I'll see you on the next one.